Hey, it's me again. It's your girl, Nicole. Sorry for getting on my mic. So basically, like I mentioned yesterday or when I last recorded, so I'm Nicole. I have lived abroad for 11 years in Asia, and I'm sharing what's real, practical, and honest. Um, so that you feel grounded and not just like hyped. I'm not here to just hype you up. I'm here for possibilities, always here for possibilities, but I'm not going to hype you up. I want you to feel grounded as you listen to some notes. So I always get questions about where to live in Asia. People ask me about my experience in Thailand. So right now, I want you to grab your notes, maybe your notes app, or your notebook, and I want you to write down five of the things that I generally ask, and especially now after 40. Um, and I want you to think about, don't answer these questions like who you wish you were. Answer them like who you are on a random Tuesday. Okay. Even if act like it's a random Tuesday and you're answering these questions. Okay. This is where I'm not going to woo you. And just a quick, I'm going to say this all the time. I am not a visa expert. So please, when it comes to leaving the country, please understand and know the visa regulations. Um, because it's always changing. The world is always changing. So just make sure you're always up to date with visa rules, especially depending on your passport. All right. So I'm going to go through some of the things that I asked. And in case you didn't know, if this is your first time on the channel, I have lived in the UAE. I have lived in Thailand. I have lived in mainland China, in Shanghai, and now I currently live in Hong Kong. Um, I've spent extensive time there in these places. And I also had a short stint in Egypt, which is Africa. So I'm not calling that Asia. But these are the questions that I think about. And for more context, I am from New York City. I think it's also important that, when you're watching content creators or people that are talking about living in a space, you have an idea of where they're from too, because that can also give you a perspective of how I'm seeing something as well. So right now, the first thing that I asked, in my journey of living in Asia is, what lifestyle do I want? So you need to write, what lifestyle do you want? Do you want to live in a city, a beach, or a hybrid? Okay. Be honest. Okay. Do you want city energy, hopping on trains, hopping on buses? Or do you want beach, slower life, less stimulation, more calm? Okay. Or do you want a hybrid where you can live in the city and then hop on the weekend and go to a beach? Because remember, your environment is your mood. Okay. So if I were you right now in your notes, circle which one really deeply resonates with you. Number two, what's your infrastructure tolerance? So when I say infrastructure tolerance, do you need trains, subways, or walkability? Are you okay with just hopping on a scooter, hopping on a bus? Or do you need a car? Or would you like to be in a place where you get to have a car? Or are you okay taxiing everywhere? Okay. Because some people will thrive on figure it out transportation, but some people will be irritated easily. And it is important that you have an idea. Okay. And I would then, when I put this list, I would put what's high convenience, medium, or low. Like, how important is that to you? Number three, what does your body need? What does your body need in terms of weather, air, and pace? Okay. And what I mean by that, can you handle humidity and heat? Okay. Do you need seasons? Okay. How sensitive are you to pollution? especially if you're asthmatic or you have nasal things. Like, how sensitive are you? Do you want quiet or do you like busy energy? And people don't realize how big that is or how important that can be. And right, if he is okay, maybe you like season. Oh, I can deal with it for a month. Can you deal with burning season? You know, people don't realize in Thailand, up north is burning season, right? January to almost March, even sometimes April, I would say. So, are you okay with that? Next one, which you've heard me share, right? What's your money and work setup? Okay, are you moving with a remote job? Are you? Or are you job hunting? With job hunting, like I mentioned in a lot of other video, especially let's say if you're working at a school, you want to get the job when you're in your home country. Why? Because if you get a job in the country, you will get paid in the local rate. They see you as a local hire. If they're not flying you out from your home country, you are a local hire. So please, if you are a teacher or aspiring teacher, please note that. Okay? Or are you building a business? Or are you taking a sabbatical? Congratulations if you are, right? And then what is your budget style? Is it tight? Is it comfortable? Or is it I can breathe? Okay? Because remember, like I mentioned, some places will need big upfront costs. So whether that's housing, deposits, fees, and sometimes that can surprise you, you know, especially also if you have a foreign account and maybe you can't take out a certain amount of money at a certain time. All right. So I would write down, is it remote, hunt, business, break, tight? And then also, in addition to that, especially with those things, understand what kind of visa you need depending on why you're going there, right? Some countries will not allow you, you're not working on a tourist visa, for example, right? You might need, some places have digital nomad visas, some people have business visas, and then there's certain expectations and requirements. So please make sure you know beforehand. 5, what support do you need? Okay. Community and identity. Okay. Do you want a strong expat nomad scene? Or do you want to blend in locally and build slowly? Do you know anyone there? And do you feel like you'll be comfortable being you there? So when I say being you, like for example, as a Black woman, right? Like, do I feel comfortable being Black in Asia? Like that would be a question. Because community is like so important all the time. So it is literally wellness, it is literally well-being. So you need to think about, do you want to build fast communities? So when I say fast community, you can even actually start building it before you land. Or are you one of those people that need to come, get a lay of the land, and slowly connect? So just think about which one of those. Okay, I just feel, right, and I know that if you've answered honestly, now you have a profile, right? And now you can start to eliminate some places, and that's actually the goal. Remember, you can go and visit another place that you like, but visiting and living are two different things. Okay. I just now comment FIT and tell me what your two priorities are. Is it convenience, peace, and two places you're considering? Please, I want to hear, I want to reply. And subscribe if you're planning a grounded reset or redesigning your life in Asia and you want real talk with a real plan. If a place fails your top two priorities, it's a no. So please don't negotiate. Don't negotiate on your nervous system. This is Nicole, your favorite expat coach, expat and well-being coach. Until next time, see you soon.